with two elders. They say, Pikin, where you want to go far? They ask questions from elders. Now, me carry two elders come here today. The person we near me pass here now, Dr. GARUS GOLOLO. I know they come here most times. So we get issue, we need elderly advice. We go call and come. And the other person on the other side, so in Mr. Peter Anthony, in an elder statement too, they here with us today. Oga, good morning, sir.
Thank you very much.
Elderly advice now call for, so that because the children of nowadays will feel say we're too smart. So now will give us the break what we need. Doctor, I want to ask you because you don't take to, you senior us well. You be like a father to us. Let me ask you. Nigeria now na 62. Nigeria na 62 now. What do you feel say we never they do right for our country, Nigeria? We'll start from now.
Good morning, viewer. You see, when we say a 62, the independent, when a country with an independent, and then you must show what you achieve, what you doesn't achieve. Compare some African country, because I have some people, mostly they say Nigeria we undeveloped. No. We, on our side, we have developed to a certain level, which we are higher than another African country. Because when you travel some African country, let me just give you an example. Look at Burkina Faso. A captain went and hit a coup. Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Before he's a lieutenant colonel, before captain come. In Nigeria now, even before, when they are doing a coup, lieutenant colonel is only appointed as a governor. You only participate in the field, not in the administrative. So you can watch very well how the people numbers and what are do they achieve, because all those foreign countries, especially this was, they give us almost the same time. So we've seen also 62, where our own is 63. So you see, when people are talking about independence, where we achieve is different, and there's a place where we achieve, and it's a place that where we need to work forward. Again, if you go outside, they will tell you, most of those white people, they tell you, say, you're from Nigeria, it's a giant of Africa, they have this, they have this, they have this. What we have in Nigeria from that 60 to date, leadership.
Maybe our problem.
Yes, I repeated it, because leader must show example. When you give specific job, just, okay, look at, like Niger State, they present 2 military president. One by IBB, after him then Abdul Salam. If you are going to Niger now, say from that Diko you are going to the road, you regret, because there is no road even on the first place. And that during military, there is no house of assembly, no house of ref, no state house of assembly. Whatever you give directives is what they can do. You can deliver the job within a short time. So, if you watch very well from that time till date, any leader come, he will play his role and go, he will play his role and go. But what I see is that when, thank God we are almost closing to the voting. I think this is a vote that this ballot board that we are going now, no general from the army is involved in, because me, I'm a retired military officer too. But the point is, for Obasanjo spent 16 years. He's a military general and former head of state. The present president is going for 8 years, also is a president. So if you calculate the years with this one, we are still in the same venue. So now that the ballot paper coming out now, all are civilian. We have to choose.
Mustafa, the contest now.
No, Al-Mustafa is contesting, but I'm just saying it because when you are the people who are coming out on ballot paper now, you have to open your eye very well, because first you know the person, is he coming to deliver, is he coming to work, can the masses survive? That is the first thing that you have to understand, because if you doesn't do that, like in another country, and when they are saying that in US or anywhere, even in US there's a rigging.
Yeah, the rig.
Yes, Algo, the ring election during Algo. Even just anywhere in the world, there's people who can hack this visa. They are expert.
So you think if you have this one?
No, expert. They are there.
But we might ask Mr. Peter. Mr. Peter, what's going to be your? Where you feel say Nigeria never get it right for our country since 1960s now? Where you want make Nigerians concentrate on now? Because this is our new election year old ago. we want to choose new leadership. Where you go want me the new ones now concentrate on to make us a better people as a nation.
Okay, good morning.
Welcome, sir.
You asked me this question the last time I was here. And I want to repeat the answer I gave you. I said, for my village, then they make parable say, if somebody help you hide your thing, and is helping you to look for it, you will never find that thing. Your thing lost, somebody hide them.
And I hide them.
And I hide them.
And they lead the
and I lead the research to help you look for the thing. You will never find it.
And a serious parable now you talk so.
That is the problem of Nigeria. You hear what my brother told you? The problem is leadership. When the British were leaving, they set the template of confusion for us. And we are still working with that template.
Which template is that?
The template of not having the opportunity to elect leaders of your choice. Are you getting it? Tell me which election, apart from Abiola election.
Shagari election.
Which Shagari election?
Yeah.
12th to 3rd. Were you not in this country?
I'm not following for this.
Oh, you did for...
I hear her.
You hear that? That was when we were using mathematics to calculate the winner. The lawyers brought blackboard to the court, and they were solving mathematics for judges to decide. They were looking for 12 to 2/3 of a state, the Kano state, where they were looking for the total votes in the state. They were looking for the 2/3 of the total votes, which the Constitution did not define. And at the end of the day, when the judgment was delivered, the Supreme Court that delivered that judgment, on their own went ahead to say, this judgment is not a precedence. In other words, we don't talk about, but don't write it down, say, now we talk.
Yeah, so that other people
not come make reference to it. Should it be so?
Maybe so. I'm going to take this advert. So we'll come back, we'll continue the program. I continue, I know I see they go for what they happen now. We'll go talk about that thing. We'll take this break, we'll come back. We'll go enter the new appointment. They also appoint some commissioners now for INEC. Ask Dr. Garus about the appointment with INEC, where National Assembly just similarly continue with their work. INEC commissioners. Now then they monitor elections for different states. Mr. Anthony talks something, say, if you carry something, your thing lost, the person will carry out, now they lead the squad of the searching. Okay, that's why we talk that strong word. That strong word. Doctor, how you see the appointment of these INEC commissioners? Because then supposed to be like...
you know, when they say INEC, they are umpire, they are just like a referee in a football. So we wish them the best, and we wish them they should participate their duty without looking any face, without favor of anybody. If I win, I win. If he win, he win. Simple.
Mr. Peter, now you will look now about the president, political parties, their role to bring up candidates who will vote. You see the package, the way they bring out these people come. You see, I'm say they fair, or they bring out the best candidates among the aspirants.
One thing we must understand is that politics globally, like one of the former American presidents said, say politicians will always be politicians. There's no party that will bring the best candidate. The best, like one proverb that says, the beautiful ones are not yet born.
Yeah.
There's no best candidate in politics. Politicians are politicians. That's why I keep telling people that go and look at the history of all the countries that have developed. They were not developed by politicians. I stand to be corrected. They were not developed by politicians. They were developed by dictators. Whether a dictator in uniform, or a dictator in coat, or a dictator in whatever form. That's why in political sciences now we begin to talk of benevolent dictators. People like Churchill. Are you following me? They are dictators in their own right. In the First Republic, when we had some measure of development, the people were elected, isn't it?
Yes.
But did they behave like elected people? They were dictators, they were firm leaders, they were people who kill, they were people who muzzle, opponents for them to have their way to push those developments that we are seeing today. So it is not about the candidate that is brought by the political parties that is the issue now. It is about what you, the electorate, and that's what is happening in other climes that is not happening here. Our electorate are too docile. They are too timid. They are too disconnected. I'm even happy to see now, you can see some of the elections that have been conducted by INEC in the last 2 years. We are praising them that they have turned out well. Why did it turn out well? Because the electorate, the voters themselves, paid more attention to their vote. They didn't just drop the ballot paper and go away. They didn't just go there and somebody turn the corner and say, you must vote for so and so person. Or because you have collected. Look at Ekiti, for instance. When Oshun, where people collected as much as 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, they still go into that box and vote their conscience. So we are learning, we are beginning to get it. The moment the people look there, don't forget, this election has about 17 presidential aspirants. We are only looking at about 3 or 4. 17 of them. Who says that if these 3 or 4 are not giving us, are not what we want, what of the remaining 15 or so?
And a structure.
Which is structure?
Then let's structure. Not structure now.
Buildings.
Okay, polling unit plenty for Nigeria. Doctor, you be politician. What is structure? What will be the role of structure for?
There's one you are talking about in politics, or all of them, the 17 politicians. You are free to vote to the candidate, the right candidate that you need to vote. Then when you vote, they happily now, when you vote where you are standing, they will come to a vote and already the vote will drop. So you don't need even like before when they can snap the ballot board, say they go out or they will, some will carry ballot board, because around 2003, that time I was in the military, there's a place they will just carry the whole ballot board. The person will go into his house. We arrested so many of them. They are just on printing in their house. So when they come, they will count. But now it is not possible. When you vote, as you are voting, is dropping. As you are voting, is dropping. So you can stand here, calculate how much my candidate have. You don't need even to suffer yourself.
So why the politician won't come to get votes now? Most that time now they carry box run, now they get votes.
No, that time if they just before look, that time if they go for this election tribunal, before they sit, they don't declare the winner. I was in Benue State that time. Now young Alhaji win David Mark hands down. Yes, young Alhaji, but he win him in Atuko because I went there.
And the result was declared already, but they changed.
But the point. Before they could count, they changed the result, and then they went tribunal. They went court of appeal in just that time. They no court of appeal in Makodi. The lawyer did not even finish his bathing. They don't declare the winner here in Abuja. So that time has gone. As well, I'm happy the election we are going now. This election, look, I has made a testify. Look at what happened in Ekiti and Oshun. A SDP comes second in the Ekiti. To tell you, people now vote person, not the party. You vote person who can work, who can deliver, who can touch the masses' life. Whom if you complain, if you call him on phone, he will respond. Not to vote somebody, if you call him, the orderly will pick phone and say, oh, guys in the meeting, while he's not in the meeting. Or they say it's not reachable.
Hey, doctor, I bet one man don't send text. I bet when you send message like that, always put your name and your location. You understand? Put your name and location. Mr. Steven, and they call from, they send this message from Benue. He said, good morning, sir. Please help me. Doctor, I like your advice as elderly man. But problem with them now, they will not allow young men to come closer to them and receive advice. How can this country move forward? I need your attention. Now, he said, when they let young people, young people, let them bring them closer. Like all those Tafawa Balewa, Ahmadu Bello, Nabi Azikiwe, Awolowo. They get people with a mentor. Come on.
Yes.
But most of our leaders now, I don't know, you see them say that they bring up young people.
No.
Yes.
There are very few who are bringing people.
You say no, you say yes. Man,
yes. Yes, they are bringing young people. Unfortunately, that is what I said earlier. If you go back to that, my proverb, I told you, if somebody hide your thing and is helping you to look, you look for it. You know go see. And I told you, I said the British set the template of confusion for us. Those first generation leaders were not mentored by the British. That is why they were more patriotic, they were more concerned about the people, they were more concerned about Nigeria. They were activists who fought the British for independence. So they have their own mindset. And they were young people. Now, the young people that are being mentored by these politicians are being mentored to be corrupt like them. There are young people with them. Don't be deceived that they don't. The young people they are bringing up are the young corrupt politicians.
I mean, this one, let's say, in never reach here and I make an talk to.
Oh, let the young people who advise young people to go into Yahoo Yahoo.
No, they're not sure that
they now them take that decision by themselves. Who advised them to go into music?
Nobody. I'm not sure.
Good. Who advised them to go into Nollywood?
I'm going to actually talk.
Let the young people take the bull by the horn. Let them come up with their own independent mindset and take this. He just told you that a captain took government in another government. That's a young man. He staked his life. Our own young people here, are they ready to stake their life?
They carry gas.
Oh, and then you want to remember, they are saying, let the old people give chance. Make we take over. Old people want to, old people that are mentoring their own club members to take over from them.
Okay, so I don't want to give chance.
As you see me, so do I look like who want to give chance?
You know why you are saying. Doctor, I'll leave us. Doctor, what you guys talk about this or this man, young boy talking?
No.
When I don't want the mentor.
He's not this is. I'm happy he's a young man, and there's a young people who buy a form. They are contesting for presidents.
Yeah.
So he can group his group. They vote that young man.
Good.
But when they are voting, you want to follow the person whom you say is old, and you collect money, and then you are telling me a story. Say, okay, let me tell you one story. During our primary, in APC, I'm APC. The youngest is that, no, there's another one, Okolo, who is just 32, apart from Jack Rich.
He buy 4.
Yes. And he no drop, and he no even get 1 vote. Jack Rich no get 1 vote.
For that primaries, young people not there.
That's why I tell you.
Who are the delegates?
Wait now. That is what I'm telling you. That is why when I see some of my brothers who say, like Baba Bashir, that is former secretary to the government, and Dogara, who say, why they do Muslim ticket? When we are voting that time, me I vote for primary, I work for Osubanjo. Not even for Tunumbu, I work for Osubanjo. Baba Bashir and Dogara, they are with Tunumbu. Throughout those campaigns, pastor, 2 pastor, Osubanjo is a pastor. Tunde Bakar is a pastor. You don't even get 1 vote. So, you want to tell me, say, when they come there, there is no can for that place? Why don't they convince them that time to vote for pastor or for primary? After they vote finish, the person win election, you follow him, then you want to become a vice president. And you are secretary to the government before. They sack you. Why do they sack you? What do you commit? Do you retire? Or they just retire you? Because there's something you have to know. You are secretary to the government. Do they retire you, or what happened? Why you resign?
That one where they say cut grass.
Yes, now and then you want to become a vice president. Then you don't care where you come from, the community you come from. You only in Bauchi you can never be even become a senator. I'm from Bauchi State. You want to become a president. You want to become a vice president. In vice president, they need somebody who can bring vote, who have people that can deliver not less than 5-8 states. Like the person they bring now, let me tell you, as far as I'm concerned for Northeast, I'm from the Northeast. 4 states, you can't defeat there. Because PDP have never won those 4 states in presidential election. Borno, Yobe, Gombe, Bauchi. So, you are telling me somebody who come from there and he has the weight, you are telling me to drop you and bring you cannot even bring your community. And then, when you want the Christian, even also, because I believe they are not fighting for Christian, our Christian brother, they are fighting for their self. Why they don't put them as a vice president? That's just the truth.
But doctor,
yes.
If you check and where now we there, the head of the doctor.
We are hearing.
Yeah, if they call that Christian, that Muslim.
Yes.
Clear. Yeah, not people in the first. They not get reason to quarrel.
No,
they're not the Christians.
They don't have the reason because 36 said, including FCD, all of them they are there, and they, myself I'm there. Why the delegate do not vote pastor? Simple. Pastor is there.
That is the big question.
I don't confuse you.
No, not confused. He's telling you. He's
when that talk to me, I didn't get the big. Let me look you.
The fact remains that what he's saying is exactly the truth. Let me tell you. For me, I have never joined in this argument of Muslim or Christian or whatever. I've never joined it. It not be youth matter with the talk here just now. The youths are the delegates who collected money.
No, so they still not collect money.
Forget that thing we have seen. The one in my village. See, come, my dear. The ones in my village went home with money, gathered the villagers and started distributing 10,000 naira.
Okay.
Yes.
10,000.
Yes.
For primary.
The guy stack money like this, almost I can't count how many million naira when he converted. He said he collected dollar before he left Abuja. He went to Zone 4 and changed it to naira and came with the Ghana must go loaded with naira and put it on the table. I was sharing to those who voted him. I say thank you now. Now will support me to go and be delegate. I no go forget to now. Share money to them. Another one happened in Kaduna like that too. So don't let if they tell us that they no collect money, they are living in a fool's paradise. Not be we that they tell that thing. Let's leave that one. They collect money, they no collect money. That is their own party affair. My own way they talk is that no youth in Nigeria have any reason to complain. Among these 17 presidential candidates, there are youths among them. Let the youths go, like he said now. What stop the youth from coming together?
And vote for
their fellow youth.
For primary.
In the primary, they didn't vote for their fellow youth. Now, presidential candidates are there. They are not talking of their fellow youths. They are talking of these dead woods. These old men that have finished their life.
You might be one. Everybody go old.
No, well, I'm one of them. I'm one of the dead woods.
I know. So you know.
That's why I can never contest election again.
This people like this now. This life is sweet. Well, you know.
No. When I say I'm one of the dead woods, I'm above 60.
Okay. That's
why I say I'm one of the dead woods. But imagine me now going to compete with my son who is 40 now to say I want to. There was a time they called me in my place now to come and contest for local government chairman. I say if I become local government chairman, what will my son do? If I now, after I've lived my life, I will not come for local government chairman. What will my children be doing?
That one are you. So you know, you feel say person with the elderly not get the capacity to still do wrong government well.
My dear brother, it will have been so if our elders have. Look, the Bible says when the elders eat sour grape, you say it is the teeth of the children that will feel the impact. You think God doesn't know what he's saying? Our elders have eaten sour grape. We, my generation. I always tell my children, I say, now my generation, now we fail you now. I went to school when we were 3 students in a room. I bought my first car as a student for 300 naira.
300 naira.
300 naira.
With bread now 800.
But leave that one. So if we had enjoyed Nigeria, if my generation has enjoyed Nigeria, and then when we don't enjoy it, we kill the system, so that the children that are coming behind will be what we are saying now. Then the children too cannot use their youthful understanding. That is why I'm happy with ASU strike. People don't know that ASU strike is a blessing in disguise. We'll talk, maybe that's a topic for another day.
But as well, I come to doctor. Doctor, you hear we talk about age and governance.
No, I want to clarify one thing. Me, I'm not happy with ASU strike.
Okay.
Because I have a daughter and she stayed for 8 months at home. I'm not happy. I want her to graduate, which is supposed to be a service by now. That thing is gone. And you have to repay again. So, me, I'm not happy for ASU strike. And I want them to go back. Because he happy, maybe you know, get son who is in
my dear brother, I have 9 children. And I'm telling you, I'm happy with ASU strike. That's why I say it's a topic for another day. Maybe if we spend 1 minute, I will clarify myself.
Why you there?
Good. Why I'm happy is that, to the glory of God, I have reached a level of understanding where I know that the educational system we are running It's a debasement. It's a human debasement. Why do I say so? You went to school, go to university, come back. You start working, work for 35 years, you retire. Yeah. They start paying you pension. Finish. What did you contribute to humanity? Talk to me. Nothing. You contributed nothing. Those who have affected humanity did not go to school. Those who made this world what we are seeing now did not go to school. In America, go and check the educational index. Check it online. America is number 18 on educational index. They don't go to school. When their children are 3 years old, they profile the children, they take them to counselor, they identify their talent area, they push them there. At the age of 13, an American child is already a world champion. At the age of 16, an American child is already a world champion. Your own is still going to school. Why do you have the largest number of millionaires among the Igbos today in Nigeria? Is it degree?
So no, not send children go to school without the transport.
I have practiced what I am telling you. I am not just blabbing. Maybe you will know my first son. When here in this paper, when I was in Lagos, when he finished secondary school, I told him no university. Go to technical school. I want you to be able to use your hand. I have seen that that's where you have your talent area. Before 24, he was already a millionaire. And I was the one that called him later and said, do what the Americans do. Do the university thing now. Put the certificate in your box so that somebody will not call you an illiterate tomorrow. But it's not because you are looking for a job or you are looking. It's a job creator here now in this town. It's into real estate.
I contribute on the year. Now where person they cry, you will see the zero though. They say ASU strike. Now blessing. Now basically now it's not still good too. But you could
sorry dear. Recently a friend of mine called me. He said he wants to send his 2 children to Canada because of ASU strike. I said instead of sending them to Canada, send them to go and learn a trade. Let them learn something they can use to better their future tomorrow. You can see that the jobs are not there. It's not only here. All over the world, the jobs are not there. Create a job for yourself and you become a job creator and an employer.
Mr. Peter, I will continue with what we talk. You don't carry the thing up. You don't almost confuse me. I don't know why I carry 2.
Now you fight your
Doctor, when we talk about age and governance,
yeah,
we need the wisdom of the elderly and the strength
no,
of the youth.
Look, if youth, me personally, I don't want to even talk about youth or no youth. What I want is a credible. We should go for credible candidate, because I know youth. They cannot vote youth. From my primary, I see it. From PDP primary, I see it. From the other party primary, I see it. Why they not vote the youth? That is my question. Somebody is there. You could not be able to vote him. Then one now he get a president, you will vote him, because already you are not in the same party. Now, you can't expect me as the APC chieftains, I will go and vote for PDP or any other party. It can't work, because already I have a party and I'm a politician.
Even if your party not bring the best candidates,
whether they bring anybody, as far as I'm concerned, is the best candidate and is the candidate I'm going. I cannot sell my house, go and rent house. It's not possible. It's not. So those youth who are saying they want to vote, there's a youth among of these 17. They should choose, vote their youth. They vote determine whom you vote.
Yeah.
Well, so when you vote, they count your vote. If you win, you win. If you lost, you go on one side. But all this marching, they are doing youth so marching. All this one, I take it as a propaganda. Wait, when they are voting, you go there, because most of those who are marching say youth, they don't even get vote. They don't have a voter card.
That's true.
So you march. Say you march of a distance, but you don't have a voter card. So when they are voting, you will just hang like this to be watching, because you are not useful again. So you only come one day and they say, hey, what happened with the youth? Youth cannot accept. Okay, vote the youth.
Vote the youth. You know good vote the youth.
Wow. Dr. Garus, I not they make ask you, because if you're APC chieftain, I remember the same office here, we did the same studio with the talk in 2015. They say APC Nigeria said we don't tire for PDP that time, because we say the corruption too much. One minister will just get money, we be like say gold full everywhere, bra full everywhere. One minister for PDP regime. So we are looking for a savior. We can't see APC say na APC that go save us. We can't be like drowning man who knows how to swim and see himself for a sec over river. You understand? If you see broomstick, you go to Nairoko 3. So we can't see APC. Nigerians embrace APC. 2022 now with this one now. With the appointment, with everything we done for APC, how you see the APC administration? Most start with appointment.
Yeah, you see, I'm talking about ministers. Ministers.
Appointments.
One, now, there is a minister who are coming for award. Minister of Education is among of the award. Labor is among of the award. But people has to stay for 8 months without going back to class.
Now they won't give an award for
and they want to give award on what?
Yes, now.
Is it the way our children no go school, that's why they give you award of well done? Or why must they give you that award? And I see so many names that I don't want to mention. Look, if you give somebody a job and he doesn't perform, sack him, bring another person. I will not say this in here. Any job you give and you cannot cross-check, then the job will not be done. In the military, as a CEO, any OC, company OC, is under the CEO. Any plateau commander is under the OC. So there is no way I will now give a signal, publish and pattern order. Then I give directive to OC. Then OC will tell me, say, the plateau commander say is not going there. It's not possible.
But this government don't send IG. Me go Benue. IG, they say IG there for...
No. Other IG go Benue, IG no go anywhere. IG cannot go and fight war now.
No, but the president sent a message that time.
When you say IG should go so place and fight, the IG cannot go there. He only saying he's meant to go there. And that is the rule. You can't expect the general to go and fight. He will remain there. They have COs, they have OCs, they have brigade commander. Then you expect the whole GOC to go. He will just, the thing is going there. He will only go there to the soldier and give them morale. He can go at the attack with him or go any assault with him or keep patrol so that they will know say this is a good commander. So by IG going Benue or not going Benue, there is no way IG can go to battlefront. They have DPO, they have commissioner of police, they have AIG. How do you expect him? He will only give directive. Okay. Directive, that is all. So even if you go there in Benue or anywhere, he will only give. Benue doesn't. If IG want to go, he must go. They must send him to Zamfara, Katsina, Niger, where they kill people. You can't compare all this in killing like in Benue and the Zamfara, Katsina, and the Niger. Let us tell all Borno, where they can kill. Look at this one day in one place in Germany, they kill about 360 those Boko Harams. Look at what they do in Chibok when they kill the whole brigadier general. No, there's a place where they have a hot cake. They kill many people. The only thing now we are looking forward is that we need somebody, if they vote him as a president, he will check. If they give Gololo a job, say I'm a minister and I don't perform, call me, say, my friend, I'm a minister of education for resign. I swear to God, because it's embarrassment, they will not go for 8 months, then they will give me a award. I will collect. Well, that what I do.
You just saying go collect. Okay, I'm going to be your advice to Nigerians because hungry day.
Hungry day. No, the hungry way day. This is not the first time we're hungry day. Before corn came, fowl they chop. And if you remove corn, fowl will continue to chop. The problem with Nigerians, my own answer to the questions is always
it makes sense.
The problem with Nigerians is that we are yet to take our destiny in our hands. During Shagari government, rice was gold. It's only the high and mighty that could buy rice and cook. So the people below, they can't eat rice. You know what we were using to substitute for rice? Yeah. We go and buy corn. We put ashes on top, pound it so that the hard skin will remove. Then we will now wash it, cook it. It is very white. And then we cook stew and put on top, give to children. They will eat and lick hands. I hope.
That one and I hope. But
see, they will even enjoy it more than rice because they can't separate the taste. You get it now? We survived that era because we had to adapt. That was when I learned to know that it is better to use sabulu to bath than waiting for locks.
Which one is sabulu?
This black soap.
Okay.
We learn how to make it by ourselves. Nigerians should begin to learn to adapt. Because this hunger is not going to go away. You can see climate change. If anybody is telling you the hunger is going to go, it's a lie. Rain is still falling. In October, we are going to November, this rain, you can see it. It's not just here that rain is falling. Farmers will tell you that the rain that is falling now is not a good one.
Thank you very much, Oga. We'll wrap up. Dr. Garus, thank you for coming. But I don't know, this election where they come now, your party, your candidates, you don't really talk about your candidates. They say you just traveled before and they don't come back.
No, he come back yesterday. Azwajibala Tunumbu is back. Healthy, everything within suit. He don't land.
He don't land. So we're not ready now to go around the country.
We are ready to play with Liverpool or Man City.
I like that.
Probably I let them finish. But make I carry my kayak come off for studio. I don't hear with two elders. They don't see how they feel heat under AC. So I may find trouble. And we'll soon again tomorrow, 1:30 in the afternoon.